was in labor 18 hours. And finally, my doctor came in and was just like, listen, I'm about to go home. I'm about to be off of my shift. You could we can do a C-section right now and I could deliver this baby, or you could still, you can kick it a couple more hours if you want to, but it's not looking great. And, what we didn't want to risk is infection to me, infection to the baby, things going wrong because the labor had been so any kind of complication, really, because I'd been in labor for so long. So having a C-section was not something that I planned for. And now a choice was being taken away from me. I didn't feel like I had a choice. Once we start going for C-section, everybody starts to come in, they start doing the shots, and you start getting prepped for that. You're going into major surgery, which mentally I had not planned for. We had gone to all these prenatal classes, and every time they talked about C-section, I had turned my brain off, child. I had said, this is not what I'm doing. I'm not here for that. I don't need useless information. I am not going to listen to what they're saying because that is not my path. Okay. That's not what I'm doing. I remember being on that table and closing my eyes and telling myself, you cannot be here. Tiffanie, you cannot physically be in this room. You have to dissociate. You have to detach, because it was just very overwhelming. A friend of mine came to visit me once I was home, and she named it for me. She said, what you went through was trauma. That was a traumatic experience. And as a therapist, it was crazy to hear her say that, but it was exactly what it was. We think of trauma as some sort of abuse situation or some traumatic event that happens, a car accident or being off to war or, an abusive situation or, something like that. But trauma wears many hats and it looks very different in different situations. And for me in that moment, I was experiencing some sort of trauma. I was able to advocate for myself. I don't want to give that impression, but I did not have control over what was going on. Things were happening to me that needed to happen in those moments, but I just felt out of control.